love comedies, I love zombies. So why didn't I like this when I first watched it? Hey, I'm Amy and welcome back to the Horror Checklist, a month-long extravaganza of horror-themed movies, related movies, Halloween movies. It's just a fun old time, nothing too serious. It's all fun and games here. And today we are talking about the 2009 classic zombie comedy, Zombieland, because today, the day this video is coming out, Zombieland 2 Double Tap premiere comes out. What am I saying? The review for that will be up tomorrow if you want to check that out. And today we're going to talk about Zombieland, which is a movie. When it first came out 10 years ago, I was not a big fan of, but also 10 years ago, I was not a fan of scary movies, zombie movies, anything that I thought probably would be scary or gory. Since then, I have become obsessed with zombie movies. I have an entire book right here talking about zombie movies. I not love horror movies because I like a very specific kind of horror movie, slashers and zombie movies, but I've become a little bit more lenient. Rewatching this movie for the first time in 10 years, I loved it. I was laughing so hard, so much, all the time, and I am so stoked for Zombieland 2 to come out, to watch Zombieland, because when I'm recording this, obviously it hasn't come out yet because I'm pre-recording. I will have seen it by the time this is live. Let's talk about Zombieland. The first Zombieland. It's going to be fairly short, but maybe. I don't know how much I'll talk. I may just ramble on like I am right now, and I probably should shut up. The big thing about this film that I absolutely love is the graphics in this. There are so many graphics. All of the rules come up in screen, and they are almost always manipulated to fit into the environment or whatever is happening on screen. One of my favorite moments with the on-screen graphics, with the rules, is when Woody Harrelson's character is beating up the minivan, and as soon as he jumps off of the minivan, the rule falls and breaks as Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg are walking away. And I just love that little tiny detail that they added into it. There's so many of these spread throughout the film, and they're done so well. I think that is just me wishing I could do graphics like that, because I really wish I could do graphics like that. I can do 2D animation with some text very simply, like there's no tomorrow, but stuff like that is like a work of art to me, and it makes me so jealous. And when they're as well done as that, I'm just like in awe. I bow down to whoever did those. There is so much more about this film though that is very well done, and I absolutely adore the opening credit montage where we get introduced to all of Jesse Eisenberg's rules, as well as when we first get introduced to his character, how he is using each one of his rules, and we also see how he comes up with some of these rules later on as he explains how the world has gotten into this predicament. Also with that is the way we get introduced to this world, how the setup of everyone just doing normal everyday things while getting attacked or chased by zombies. But there are some parts that do make this feel rather dated. It is definitely a 2009 movie, which I don't think could ever be really said about something that is a very specifically 2008-2009 film. There's a Hannah Montana reference.
Yes, but no, she's not. She's only famous when she's Hannah Montana, when she's wearing the wig.
Okay. Right.
So,
and I mean, Emma Stone just looks completely different with really dark hair, and her eyes, I feel like the way they did her makeup makes her eyes look like super bugged out and bigger than normal. Looking back on Birdman, that scene when she watches Michael Keaton fly away, it's kind of the same thing. But anyways, I got a laugh out of the 2008-2009 Hannah Montana reference. Next, I have to talk about a couple of the actors in this, particularly Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, and of course Bill Murray. Yes, I could talk about Emma Stone and what's her name? I forget her name, but the girl from Little Miss Sunshine. Yeah, I probably should know that. I think Abigail Breslin. Don't know why it like slipped out of my mind for a second. I could talk about them, they're great, but Jesse Eisenberg, he's a good actor and all, but every movie I've seen him in, he plays this very neurotic character. It's always the same, it feels the same, it feels like he's always playing the same person, and it just, it makes him seem very monotone. He seems just very monotonous, and I don't know, I can't really get into his acting. So I hope that with his character, they get some character development and he stops becoming as neurotic. It's loosened up a little bit. I don't know, especially with the inclusion of Thomas Middleditch's character in the trailer for Double Tap. He doesn't seem like he's going to be maybe as loose as he could be. Next is Woody Harrelson. I absolutely love him. He is probably my favorite character in this outside of Bill Murray, but Woody Harrelson's character is fantastic. He's just hilarious. There are so many great bits of his that he just goes crazy, and he's Woody Harrelson. He's also somebody who plays sort of similar roles in a lot of different films. He is someone though that I feel like has a little bit more varied of a filmography than Jesse Eisenberg does. So when he plays very similar characters, it doesn't feel as repetitive. There are a couple moments though of his that really stood out to me, like him destroying the minivan that I talked about earlier, as well as when Little Rock Abigail Breslin's character shoots the shotgun out of the roof. The look on his face of pure panic and insanity is hilarious to me. And of course, gotta talk about Bill Murray because he has just the most classic sequence throughout the entire film. I love him so much. He's probably one of my favorite actors ever. And Tallahassee meets Bill Murray. He is literally everybody in the world when they meet Bill Murray.
Just walked on. Nobody there. God Bill Murray! I had to get that out. I don't mean to gush.
But that's everything I got to say about Zombieland. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that Zombieland 2 Double Tap will be better than this one? Are you excited for that? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate you, whoever you are. Let me know here in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because I love talking things, movies, TV shows, filmmaking, mystery, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!